Yeah, we are back on the GS, and I just wanted to talk about GSs. Well, my GS. Anyway, I haven't been on a bike in 2 weeks because I've been out racing. Yeah, my other, I guess it's not a hobby. My other thing I love to do is drag race, and cars. Obviously, I don't drag race bikes. I'd like to, but I don't. So yeah, so we're just happy to be on the GS again, because like I said, it's been 2 weeks and I was going through withdrawals, couldn't wait to get back and jump on my favorite bike. And my favorite bike is the GS. Yeah, I mean, that's no surprise. I'm a broken record, I know. If I'm, am I stuck behind a bus too? If I'm thinking about the bike I want to ride when I get back after, say, a long, period of not riding, it's the GS. It's just because it just does everything so good. It's so comfy and it just feels so natural just jumping on it. I don't know what this dude is doing. Ay, 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 ay. And oh, this is terrible. Okay, we're gonna stop here. Yeah, so as we stop, this is the bike I want to be on. I mean, all the bikes I have, aesthetically, I guess, it's not a bike that you turn around and look in the garage. And just do a little wheelie for the kids in front of me. But yeah, so let's just take my mind off of things. This thing comes up so easy in first gear. I got to get stuck behind this, but make the kids happy, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, so this is the bike I want to be on. I mean, my triple, I love my triple. It's fun and everything like that, but this bike is just so comfortable and it does everything. I mean, yeah, it's not a Panigale where you're just beautiful to look at. It handles great, but for me, this bike handles just as good as a Panigale. I know before you say, what are you talking about? For my skill level, there's no way I'm going to push this Panigale harder than I push this, and this bike does it all for me. And but the Panigale, some of the beautiful super bikes, the MV Augustas, you love to turn around and look at them, but this is a bike, it's subjective, and all that stuff is always subjective. And as far as looks are concerned, here we go again. This is not good. Turn in here, guy. I picked a bad road. So it's just, guys, I'm going to be back in 1 minute because I can't really concentrate while the kids are, on this bus here. And I picked, I could have took two ways to go, and I decided to take this way. I thought it would be a little bit quicker. I know I'm not supposed to pass in a double line, but I can't help it. I can't take it. All right, get by that bus. Make me happy because that bus driver must be a rookie. But yeah, so, the other bikes, obviously, I'm kind of all over the place here, are gorgeous looking, and the GS is very subjective. But this is I'm sure there's other bikes out there that can deliver this type of comfort, and you just really want to, you're just very comfortable, and just a bike you want to be on. But for me, the GS is it. I mean, I think just everything on this package, I don't have to worry about the chain. I love working on a bike, as far as maintenance is concerned, it's so easy. It just ticks all the boxes. And I guess the only box it doesn't tick is that brute power upstairs. But from 0 to 100, it's fast. And after I tune it, it's going to be even faster, And I like to do the pulls. I know this is not the bike to do it with, but I like to be different. Even though when I pull up, like we're going to bike night tonight, I'm going to meet my buddy Chris at his house. I think there's another dude coming with us, got a 1250. But I'm going to meet my buddy Chris, so we're going to shoot over to Cycle Gear. And this is the bike nobody's going to really look at. It's a Starbucks bike, they make fun of it. Or if it's dirty and, filthy, the way they should be, I guess, it's an off-road bike. I treat it like a sport bike. Yeah, I know I could have got the RS, which the RS does look pretty good, the new one. See what we got over here. Just kind of slow down. It does, you know, the RS does look, but it doesn't have the telelever suspension. I do like the suspension. I know some guys don't like it for pure handling, but I like it, the way it stops. So, yeah, I'm a GS fanboy, yeah, and it's a broken record. But like I always say, the bike, this is the bike I want to be on most of the time. And if I had just one bike, this would be the bike. It doesn't have that wow factor when you look at it. Yeah, I grant it, unless you're just like you know, you really love that adventure look. But when I get on the bike, it just does it all. It does it all. It handles, it's comfortable. I can ride for hours on it. You know, like I said, it's I'm definitely a broken record with this. Ooh, what's that smell? Oh, not good. But it's just good to be back on it. 2 weeks, and man, I'm just loving it. It's just so confident. I feel, I've said this before, I feel more confident leaning into the turns with this bike than my triple. And I know my triple has a lot more ability than this bike does if it was on a track. But for the street, this is absolutely fine. But the triple is fun and it's light. I do like the triple because it's fun and it's light. This bike, you know, a 500-pound bike, you feel the weight, you know, a little bit. It's down low. It's not that big of a deal. You get used to it, just like anything. I mean, to me, a heavy bike is like, you know, the Indian or the big old Roadmaster, you know, Indian, or even, you know, the big Harleys. Those are heavy bikes. This is really not that heavy a bike. I guess it's heavy for off-road stuff, but I don't treat it off-road. It's my sport bike, or my sport touring bike. I think my sporty bike is the FZ1, even though that's supposedly, you know, a sport touring bike, but it really isn't. I think it's way more sporty just without clip-ons. And with this exhaust, I love it. I love this exhaust. And the downshifts. Yeah. This is, I just, you know, when you're, I'm going to get back to it again, when you're not riding for 2 weeks, which may not seem like a lot to some guys, but if I don't ride for 2 weeks, that's a long time. It could be like a year to me. So when I get back on this, and it's like a worn out shoe, or just a worn pair of jeans that you just love. You just slip on this bike, and it just does everything you needed to do. You're not sacrificing anything. I don't even know how to put this, guys. Like I said, I'm gushing, like it's just this great bike, and there's other bikes that do it. I guess, you know, the Multistrada probably has the same feel to it with a lot more power, but I don't know. I don't want to work on a Multistrada. I'm just not interested in working on those motors. This is a piece of cake to work on. Everything about this bike is very simple. I know it has a lot of electronics in it, but I don't have any fear of taking anything apart on this bike. Good times, guys. The bike just gives me good times. So we're about, I don't know, about 10 minutes from my buddy's house. I don't know if I'm going to turn the camera on when I get when I get to cycle gear or not. I just really wanted to talk about the GS and talk about the broken record. I'm always saying, and you know what? I'd really like to hear any of you guys having complaints with your 1300. You know, I know there's little complaints. I don't really have any complaints. The shifter's a little clunky from first to second, but that's no big deal to me. It doesn't have backlit switchgear. That's not a big deal to me. Once you get used to it, it's all muscle memory. So I don't know. They say it's noisier. I have to disagree. You know, I don't know. Unless you love the 1250 that much. I've had them both, the 1250 and the 1300. This is not noisier. There's just no way. It's a boxer, and they rattle, and they all rattle like that. I don't see any difference, but some guys are adamant about it. Other guys don't like it because it's too sporty. They need it to make it more comfy. And I guess the clientele there, they were appealing to, I guess it would be a more comfy set, but you can always buy the GSA because that's more comfy. It's a total different animal bike. It's got a rear frame on it. It's a different subframe in the rear. It bolts off, it bolts on, or whatever. And so I think if you want a comfort in touring, I think, you know, for adventure bike, I think you got to go with the GSA. This is just definitely a sportier bike. Yeah, I guess you can do crazy things off-road with this too. I think this would be more of, if you have to choose a two before off-road, you get the, I guess, what is it, the Rally or whatever. It comes with basically a more I like this turn. It comes with a more off-road oriented bike. I don't know if it's any lighter. It has a lot less shit on it. I've taken a lot of stuff off this thing. I'd love to weigh this bike. Two things I want to do with this bike. I want to weigh it, and I want to put it on a dyno to see what I get. Not stock. I want to, after I do my tune, air filters, let's see, what else? Velocity stacks, and then there's like an airbox cover you can change. So all that stuff is really pricey, but supposedly it's supposed to pick up the power really, really good. Somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 155, almost 160 on the tire, rear tire. So that would be kind of cool. That'd be a pretty badass bike. You know, that's multi-strata territory and KTM territory. So I think they make them all equal. Granted, they could tune theirs to make it faster, but you know, I don't know how many guys tune their bikes, especially GSs. How many guys will tune their GS? You know, how many guys will put exhaust on it? You know, I mean, this probably would be too loud for most, even though it's the factory Akrapovic silencer, muffler. It's you know, it's a Black Widow header, so just straight through, no chambers like the Akrapovic, man. It's pricey, and you still get that big chamber in there. You know, I guess it's a little bit louder, but for the price you pay for that, and then you got that ugly big chamber underneath. What the hell? That's another. I couldn't. It was hideous on my bike. And then when you get the Akrapovic, it's there. Maybe it's to meet, you know, European standards or something like that. I don't know, but to me, it wasn't worth the money. I know a couple of guys have done it, but I'm not. I was so happy when Black Widow came out with it, because Black Widow is a third the price. That was nice of that gentleman. And we're here, guys, as I make a fool of myself. And there's Chris. What's up, buddy? You're early today. Yeah. How you doing, man? My name's Ken. Ken, I'm Rob. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. 1250? Yeah. Nice. What year? 22. I had a 20, and I'm so sorry I sold it. All right, guys, if you've been watching this video of mine, I'm going to be edited out because we just couldn't figure out Cardo. So maybe you guys can give me some tips in the comments, because we couldn't figure it out. That damn blinker's broke. Yeah. I'm just here to help. You do have an automatic turn signals device. Me. Okay. Watch this guy. I don't know what the fuck this guy doing, man. He did not want to wait on the light. Oh shit. Yeah, he come rough up there and then he came up and over. Yeah, I don't know why these guys don't go around this guy. Come on. Yeah, he didn't want to wait. Now, if one of these guys made a right, that would have been ugly. Okay, guys, we are at Cycle Gear. I'm not sure how long I'm going to run the camera, but I figured I'd just keep it on for Cycle Gear. Looks like a good turnout. Yeah, not bad at all. Looks like we'll be parking in the back 40. I don't know where. Chris, where are you going to go? Can I fit in between that, whatchamacallit, the gull wing? The gull wing on the opposite side, I think, you know, my buddy. I could probably fit in there, right? Oh, that's not my buddy, but I don't know if I... Oh, is it? Maybe he took it? Well, folks, this is Cycle Gear. Looks like a nice, good turnout. Looks good. Parked next to a Ninja. Put this in neutral. I think we're good. Just trying to make it so. So that's it, guys. Yeah. Oh, we picked up the R3. There's Chris. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know the Z900 came black. Oh, flat black like that. That looks good. Don't want to get too close to these guys. Yeah, looks good, guys. So, I guess that's it, guys. We talked about the GS. GS is obviously my favorite bike. And I don't even know how to end this video. But this bike is cool. Gold wheels, flat black. Very cool. All right, guys. Later.